What is going on, everybody? This is your Moron with the Conscience, aka Conscious Moron. Appreciate the pull up. Before we get started with this little video that I've been watching, I would say thanks everybody for checking out the lives, commenting, following. We've been really doing good, so thank y'all so much. Without you, there is no Moron. So I appreciate you guys. We're gonna get into this. This is 21 Savage started a campaign a while ago called F the Streets, trying to negate the streets, get away from the streets. I guess he's former street life, soul sort of background. I think we might do a live talking about it. Trying to look into 21 Savage a little bit better. I know a little bit about him, but we need to find out some more. But nevertheless, it's a movement called F the Streets. Um, I think it's kind of great. We need more people away from the street. It's two kind of folds with me on this, but we're gonna get into that later. But let's watch Bootsy give his take on it, and I'm gonna react. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Everybody so much, and I'm always speak up for the streets, bro. We talking about how it traumatized them. It was up, but it made a success story.
See, that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like the trauma, like this aspect of it, like why would we even want to subjugate people to that? Why not give them a great foundation to start off with, and they wouldn't even have to worry about that trauma, and then living through that trauma as an adult, like that. That's kind of like that's the sentiment I get. So that's what was so difficult with it. Was not difficult, but it was maybe what? What you saying, brother? What? Come on, let's keep
Everybody was traumatized by the streets. It made you a success story to lead them streets. Streets made everything. Hip hop, NFL, NBA.
going. And you know what I mean? Just that in itself, like it made people. It didn't make everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even in your case, how many Bootsies didn't make it, but still had the potential? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there won't be some form of criminal element in the society. In every society, it's always going to be bad people, nevertheless. But I'm saying to mitigate or try to get the least amount of people in that lifestyle would be beneficial, not only to the persons but to said society. Wouldn't it be like that mantra in itself? Where we're trying to build a community, the less bad people we have in it, the better the community seems like it would be. But that's just my opinion. Let's keep going.
All these people who come from most 60% are from the NBA are from the streets. All athletes are from the streets.
It really just don't seem like 60% of athletes would be in that type of lifestyle because they have to be kind of dedicated to their craft, especially nowadays. And the scrutiny there, I don't know, man. This is a weird kind of dynamic to have. You know what I'm saying? Especially if, if just thinking of the struggle that you came through and you being from that situation. Why would you want other people to go through that, man? Like you know all the trials and tribulations you went through for unnecessary means. If you would have just honed in all of that time and effort on your craft, where would you have been now? You know what I mean? It seems like he's not thinking about it that way. He's just thinking about it through his lens, which is not a bad lens, and he is a success story, so I understand that part. But think about if you could just hone your craft and not worry about that element of the lifestyle.
They had to play ball to leave the streets. So the streets got success stories and all trauma.
And this is the one part of the story that's kind of got me a little bit because I think, like I said, I think it's a valid effort to say F the streets to try and leave away that negative lifestyle. Absolutely commendable, and I would never knock that, but it seems like we always focus on that when it's such, I won't say it's such a small minute, but if you look at the number, it's 40 million black people. Less than a million of those black people are in jail. We have more black millionaires than black people in jail. More, you know what I'm saying? We are doing good. And I'm not saying that we don't have bad elements in our culture. Absolutely we do. But from where we came, from where we came from, everything being taken away from us. And I think we often negate that, like how important that is to have traditions, even the traditions to usher you into womanhood and manhood. We really don't have that as a culture, as a Black American culture. We don't have like because our traditions were taken away from us, and we kind of had to assimilate to their culture. So, but we want our own culture, and every culture deserves that. And I think that's kind of the struggle which keeps us in this, like, next, we can't move to the next phase. We're stuck in this, what is it, conundrum or spinning cycle of where we can't move past. Because, I mean, we haven't really established any traditions. And I mean, some we have, but like, as like, like quinceañeras and bar mitzvahs and you know what I'm saying, things like that to establish. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. But I think that is especially in cultures and ethnicities, that traditions that's an essential part of having a culture. And I don't think, ooh, that might be another topic. All right, y'all. We're gonna end it right there. Thank you for watching. If you are still here, I appreciate you. As it always, closing. This is your moron with the conscious, aka conscious moron. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you have liked the video, and hopefully, you already subscribed. And if you don't want to share, you don't have to, because I understand. This is dope, and I would want to keep it to myself. I understand. But thank you if you are still here. All right, we might have to do a live about this. Black traditions. I like that. All right, y'all. Peace.
Trauma turned into success. Let's keep it real.